Shall we proceed? Yes, indeed. T minus 27 minutes till we get ourselves an all-important Bahrain qualifying round 4 at the Sakir International Circuit, and I'm here for it. Exam questions to which we need answers. Is that McLaren MCL39 in the hands of OJ Piastri really 1.4 seconds quicker than the field? What are we doing here, chat? This makes no sense. We knew it was quick, but that quick. At the Alta have been very ambitious with their front suspension settings, with a view, of course, to mitigate the rate at which their tyres deg. 1.4 though. Oh, the humanity. We'll find out. T minus 26 minutes and I'm here for it. I cannot lie. I'm scared though. I am somewhat apprehensive, even if I do say so myself. This feels like we're fighting for our championship, chat. Come on, Max Verstappen. Make it interesting. Keep them honest, therefore. Do you know what I mean? Because otherwise, Houston, we have ourselves a problem. 1.4, chap. And Lando Norris has got the bloody temerity to say that he thinks that the gap between McLaren and the rest has flattered to deceive. Behave yourself, Lando Norris. Are you talking to, chap? What do you think we're all muggles here? Abbots of unreason. Not all of us, some of us. But not here over at the Cameron CC channel. You better behave yourself, Lando Norris, with all your nonsense. Telling everybody that we don't have pace. What? The advantage isn't as much as we think it is. Max, you want to come and drive our car? You're welcome to any time. But you'd be disappointed and I'd be keen to see your unhappy face. Behave yourself, Max. Lando Norris. Nobody believes this nonsense. No one at all. But I digress. What are we saying, chat? It's going to get techie, isn't it? T minus 25 minutes on the docket. I'm here for it. You know, I'm apprehensive. I don't want it to be 1.4. Please, less than or equal to. Please, like it can't be, because otherwise that doesn't bode too well for our championship, does it, chat? At all. At all, especially as we're going into Saudi Arabia and there it's Jeddah, more medium high speed turns, McLaren territory, McLaren MCL39's natural habitat. It's going to get tricky. Safak, what's going on? Questions. Do the points follow the driver or the team? The driver. So Yuki's point, yeah, 100%. Yuki's points prior to Red Bull Racing they'll be on his. That'll be his cumulative total in the driver's standing. Nervous, chap? Let's go, says Outlaw. Umanch and everybody. I'm scared also, Umanch. Oh no. Tell me the season's not over before it even begins. Please. If Max goes to McLaren, he wins both by himself. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time, Daniel, that Max Verstappen has won the drivers and constructors by himself. Do you know what I mean? Or come close to, at least. It's going to get I'm scared, chat. I'm really, really nervous. I was rewatching the Ferrari story in the interim. They don't know what they're doing, do they? I mean, they've got plans and ideas, but as far as executing for them, budgeted fine though. I just feel like they're F1 flotsam and jetsam around here is what Ferrari are doing. Even in the hands of Sir Lewis and Charles Leclerc. Charles not too pleased. I saw Charles and Ferrari and Lewis talking about they were playing chess overnight and all that. I don't know. They care. I want to see Lewis and Charles, fire-breathing dragons both, in a Ferrari capable of winning races and championships. Full stop, new paragraph. What more do you want from me, Scuderia Ferrari? And you're going to find out in real time now. Lewis Hamilton, the Lou Hive will come for you. Do you know what I mean? And they're not going to make your lives any easier. I'll tell you that much. You need to go and talk to George and Toto. Look how free-spirited George and Toto look this season. How pushed back their shoulders are, not having to deal with and contend with Lewis Hamilton extremists. Do you know what I mean? Now all of a sudden they can get their head down and win some races and build a bloody car. That's the downside that a Sir Lewis Hamilton comes with. Of course, there is obvious upside. The share price did one of these, did it not? It was parabolic on the announcement of Sir Lewis Hamilton joining the red team with them, their yellow badges and black prancing horse atop. But what now, chat? That's what I want to know, as we are T-minus 22 minutes away from an all-important qualifying session. Round 4, Bahrain, Sakir International Circuit. I'm here for it. Lando's got to go full send day because he was 0.6 adrift of OJ. What are we doing, chat? This is, honestly, this is some different level of chaos. Right, I'm trying to do a different thing here with my setup. I've got 2 multi-viewers. Go on, how's that gonna work, Cameron? How are you gonna have 2 multi-viewers? Let's see if I can do it. They are nurturing. So Martin Brundle currently talking about the Kimi Antonelli paradox. They are nurturing. Did you guys know that he'd gotten 10,000 kilometers worth of testing in? I keep hearing this, and it's I didn't know. I mean, how very dare Red Bull Racing throw Liam Lawson into the Lions with like a couple laps underneath his belt. Laps that everybody said weren't quick enough, by the way, last year. And then you're just going to throw... No. F1 is not a fair place, is it? It's not set fair. Never has been, never will be, I would argue. Right, let's do one of these. I hate using laptops, I'll be honest. But sometimes you've got to do it. You've got to do it. I'm starting to accept that maybe our best years are behind us. We appreciate you, Sir Lewis. Oh, Peter, we having that very are we Lewis Hamilton doom scrolling already? It's very early on in the stream. Fazas always go. The Ferraris always go all right in the heat. P3 Charles Leclerc says Alpha gone. We'll get a cheeky vote going on. Neil says Cameron, what's up with Cam and F1 fam? How much longer until Charles loses patience with Ferrari? I think that plot line, Neil, is already in tow. I'll be honest with you. I'm back for more Ferrari torture. Oh no. Outlaw says same. Vasseur, no real difference. Daniel says Piastri 1, Max 2, Norris 3. Isn't that the same way I mean, FP3 was like that for a while, wasn't it? Wayne says, me part of Lou Hive, and absolutely nobody has won as many championships as Sir Lewis. I don't hate it, Wayne. You're not saying anything that's false there. Oh, by the way, 2 things. Thank you for your infinite industry and support. Thank you for coming in here and checking me on my ball feathers each and every single juncture, at each and every single turn. That matters most as we get true to form. Very timely and apropos, a cheeky homage and montage about Sir Lewis. Thus far, his journey and tenure at Scuderia Ferrari. Rousing soundtrack, classic music in the background there. Don't hate it. Don't hate it, can't hate it. Could have done better though. I know an editor that could have done better than this. But I digress. Lewis's laugh after the qualifying pole made me happy, I'm not going to lie. I cannot tell porkies. Who says they found something on the car that they hope will... Oh, I'm not feeling the easy look on Sir Lewis. I'm not going to lie. I can't do it. I can't do it. Oh, dear. Look at that. Australia grid finished in 10th. First in the China sprint. DSQ in China. 7th in Japan. It's not looking good, is it? In all the way. Okay, so he's finished 10th. Proper races. 10th. Disqualified. 7th. Tell me, chat. Go on then, Wayne. Put a positive slant on that, sir. No likey. No likey. I don't like it. For the avoidance of doubt, Scroopy says. I don't like that from Sir Lewis. I'm not even going to tell a lie. Yeah, it's too sick. You can make all the excuses that you want. At the altar of the abbot of unreason. You know what I mean? If you want to do, if you want to, yeah, he's got to play. He's Lewis Hamilton, for Pete's sake. Plays way into what crease by talking all these. Listen, you think that you're excusing the performance by talking all this rubbish? What you're doing as a Sir Lewis Hamilton fan is disrespecting that chap's legacy. Seeing him, saw him in 2005. Play way into what crease? That's exactly what he didn't need to do when he jumped in the car and put one round the outside of Fernando El Pan Alonso at the time, just coming off his second championship in 2 years, beating into retirement one Michael Schumacher. What are you talking about? Play your way into the crease. Lewis Hamilton, yeah, of course, you got to improve the car. Did you see how depressed Lewis looked after practice 2 yesterday? Mate, he's looked a little bit out of sorts for a while. Has Sir Lewis? As Naomi Schiff says that the proof for Ferrari will be in the pudding. I don't know what to make of it. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not. Whatever. You know what? Whatever. Only positive spin, says OG Zilla, is that Charles wasn't that much better. 2 to 3 tenths every time, though, OG Zilla. It's tiring. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm about to go scorched to earth and we're like only a couple of minutes into the stream, but it is tiring. My brother Nasher would say, well, Cameron, give him some more grace, give him time. Yeah, well, mate, if it was an anomalous circumstance and it wasn't 2 to 3, bet me, who wants to bet me here that at the end of Q3 in the paid sessions that Charles Leclerc won't be anywhere between 2 to 3 tenths up on Lewis Hamilton? It will be 2 to 3 tenths. You know what I mean? It's becoming the same way every time. Upgrades notwithstanding. The sprint happened. No, absolutely, the sprint happened, Moon. So what does that have to do with the price of bread, sir? Do you know what I mean? Didn't you just hear me read out the bloody finishing positions in the races proper? Not sprint. The race is proper. You know the ones, Matt Moon, where you earn 25 points in. You know those ones. Sir Cameronius Decimus Meridius, commander of the armies of the north, generals of the Felix legions, loyal servant to the one true emperor Max Verstappen, father to a murdered wife, husband. Oh, he flopped it. You see that, Match? You got it wrong. I was doing so well. I need to get that right as well. We'll be using that at some point in the not too distant future. We are T-minus 14 minutes away from a cheeky qualifying session, Q1, for the Bahrain Grand Prix. The sun is setting over there in that part of the world. I mean, you mentioned place finishes. I was comparing that to shot. I don't hate it, OG said. I see your point. I'm being ever so slightly flippant, but again, I don't know. I don't know, chat. Maybe I'm being too negative. Umarch is very poetic, eh? He's got there is wordsmith-ery in that chap Umarch. Yeah. Show the rear wing. I just put a thing on Twitter that if you think for a second or expected for even a millisecond that the FIA were going to do anything about McLaren's god-tier flexi-wing going into the Bahrain Grand Prix and Saudi, if you think that the FIA were going to act to move to clamp down on their flexi-wings before those two Grand Prix, again, Bahrain, the owners of McLaren F1 are from where? Bahrain, sovereign wealth funds, for the avoidance of that. If you think the McLaren were going to get clamped down upon before their two Grand Prix, then I have property, oceanfront property to sell you in Arizona. I'm not joking. Never going to happen. Politics and agency is and always will be a thing in Formula One, right? That's why you hear the rumour, speculation, allegedly, that Mohammed bin Sulayem a couple of years ago at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix was desperate to have reinstated one Fernando Plan Alonso and his green machine with the title sponsor Aramco emblazoned all over the rear wing. You know where Aramco come from. Just the way, eh? Zach Brown trying to play it down. Well, Lando too. Car's not that fast. Boom! 1.4 Oscar Piastri. You having a laugh? Not that fast. How? How, Sway? First year, new car, learning everything all over again. Just wait till Max decides to leave Red Bull. No excuses if he runs into the same issues as Sir Lewis. Don't hate it. My Max or the FIA. Oof. Don't hate it. It's a OG Gladiator movie, 100%. Much. Let me see if I can. Should I try it again, Much, without your My name is Maximus Decidius Meridius, Commander of the North, General of the Felix Legions, loyal to the one true Emperor, Marcus Aurelius, father to a murdered wife, husband. Oh, we flopped it again, too much. Look at that. Why do I keep mixing up? I've done it. I've done the hard bit. Oh, dear. Cameron needs to go away and work on his kayfabe. Sorry, Mr. Pierre Vacher. I mean, they've got to do something here, eh? They have to do something here. I'm really upset that I messed up the bloody Gladiator lyrics. That's so bad. Very poor kayfabe. 1 week before WrestleMania. It was very bad, that match. Maybe I need to practice the apology as well. Apologise to absolutely no one. We are T-minus 11 minutes away from a cheeky qualifying session, and I'm here for it. Go. Let's go. Your boy's got all the laptops. Legend Cameron. Support from South Africa. Karen, you're an absolute legend. Oh, and by the way, we didn't even report on the South African Grand Prix murmurings, did we? There's a couple different options. Kailami, Rwanda are meant to be in there for it too. Karan Chandak's breaking the SkyPad as per usual. That's what we pay our 90 quid for, isn't it? That's what we pay our 90 quid for, you absolute clown shows. Excuse me. Morning from New York. OJ Piastri, I'm pulling for you, says Will Jackson. I think a couple of people are pulling. I think by dint of some of his flipping cheek and his and he's writing a multitudinous checks that his ass can't catch. I think a lot of people are rooting for Lando at the moment, so I'm hearing. FP3 lap Taslim. Chaos. Still tinkering with the setup are the balls that are red. Now you'll recall last race weekend at Japan, there are a couple key changes as far as setup that they made going in to Q1 after FP3 being the balance. They changed the dampers, aero maps were changed, and most notably they took some out of the rear wing downforce points in absolute terms, particularly as versus Yuki Tsunoda. Maybe that's what they're doing in the background now. We'll have to wait to see Oscar achieve his true potential 100,000%. Now I need to put this bloody where can I put this laptop? Right, let's get this going. 338 if you're watching concurrently, do me a favour and smash the like, please. It helps more than you might realise. And let me say this up front. Preface everything I'm about to say with this. I'm grateful ad infinitum in extremis for all of you guys who come and engage in the mode of discourse that is the one that F's. Grateful. Why? Well, because once upon a time in the not too distant past, it wasn't an option. Do you think Volt can win again? He's old, Daniel. Father Time, as brilliant as he was, I mean, is his trajectory not dissimilar to that of Sir Lewis Hamilton? Volk was the best. Volk was maybe the best that I've ever seen. I was watching the press conference just now and I was just like, never write off Volk as you should never write off Sir Lewis Hamilton, but Father Time, undefeated, undisputed, T-minus 7 minutes away from a cheeky qualifying session. Undefeated, undisputed, and that scares me for Volk. It might just be his time. It wouldn't be the least likely outcome. Let's say that age and Father Time is just caught up to the one that they called Alexander Volkanovski for you UFC fans out there. Right, let's get Bahrain Grand Prix. Right, let me get Multiviewer, by the way. All the metrics that you see on this channel supported by Multiviewer. If you want to get yourself the sexiest F1 metrics, KPIs, etc., in the game data, then go and download yourself Multiviewer. Pair that with F1 TV access in your Gonzo. You know what I mean? Gone clear. Where am I going here? Live timings. All right, let's go. Let's go. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to do that a separate time, aren't I? Right, abandon ship on that camera. Beauty, I would argue, with Multiviewer is that you can see, when you can see the microsectors, it's just like, I don't know. In fact, you know what? I'm not giving up. I need to do that quickly. Talk amongst yourselves at the back. I need to see this. Sadly, though, I can't show it to you on the stream because I'll get in trouble. Nobody wants that. You don't want that, and I don't want that. And Ringo here definitely doesn't want that. Right, bear with. There we go. Excuse me. What are you doing? That was a god tier piece as well, chat. What am I doing? Absolute L. I apologise, chat. Unbelievable numpty. It was such a good piece as well, as are the best bits always. So I just went through the stats and the bloody data, but again, it's come off our screen. I was talking about the low minimum speed turns as a percentage of the whole. That's where these guys are going to earn their corn. I apologise, chat. I'm a numpty. I'm a proper numpty. It's bad. Let's get our first poll of the day out. God tier segment as always, and it was muted because your boy Cameron is an absolute technological no Mikey. No lighty, no Mikey. Pop the balloon settings. What are we doing here? Poll. Apologies, chat. Poll. Do me a favour, 421 of you in there concurrently. Do me a favour and smash the like. T-minus 2 minutes away from a cheeky Q1. Who is going to drop this on the poll? You guys need to let me know. I feel like I've done a Charles and maybe Lewis a little bit of a disrespect here, but whatever. We'll live. What is going on? My setup is chaos here today, chat. But we can add value. I promise you, it's worth it. It's worth the chaos. I promise. Am I still on? Okay, bang. We are still go. 425 of you watching me deal with all of this tech as if I am a fool. I appreciate each and every single one of you. We're about to get. Let's get ourselves some. Should we get ourselves some metrics? Let's get ourselves the metrics on the go. Come on. Let's go. 461 of you. T-minus 60 seconds. We're about to embark on qualifying the first session of for Bahrain round 4 Sakir International Circuit. How, ladies and gentlemen, therefore, do you like yourselves some F1? Let's get some metrics on the go, because we need them. Right, let me do one of these. OG Zilla, you're a legend. Praying Ferrari upgrades work. I want another team in this. And me and you both, OG Zilla. Do you know what I mean? Me and you both 100%. It would be nice, but I mean, do you believe in Santa Claus, AG Zilla? Do you think he might come down the chimney this year to deliver your and my Christmas presents? I don't know. It feels a little bit like plus change as far as Ferrari. The more things change, the more things stay the same. Right, 441 of you in the chat can currently do me a favour and smash the like, because it helps the channel. It helps the channel more than you might realise. Right, let's go. Excuse me. I'm going to start coughing into the mic, I promise. I promise. Te lo prometo. Bloody Nora. Yuki, you hearing this chat? Yuki Tsunoda struggling. No, Yuki, please. We don't need any more. Oh, no, Yuki. Shoot. Right, bear with. Need to sort this out quickly. I don't want failure for Yuki, I'll tell you that much. I do not want that for Yuki. What has he done? What has our guy Yuki done to deserve that? Finally gets his chance, and then all of a sudden, do you know what I mean? He's taken away from him before he even gets chance. No, Yuki, please. Martin Brundle saying that he likes the fact that the bitumen on this track is old, that it's suffered, it's haggard, gnarled even, and that means therefore that there will be tyre deg around this track, unlike the circumstance and aspects that we saw at last race weekend's Japanese Grand Prix. No longer will one stop just be the modus operandi with impunity across the board. Do you know what I mean? Alpha Red Bull is going to have to fix 1.6 seconds. But I'm not probably close. Probably close. Right. Right, we got ourselves some microsectors again. In fact, I need to do something, don't I? Okay, what's the poll time today? 1:29.085. JP, you love it. You love a cheeky prediction. Were you a betting man, JP? I imagine that you might be quite wealthy, sir. Do you know what I mean? 338, if you're watching Kokone, do me a favour and smash the like. Hulkenberg tops your timing sheets. What's going on here? I don't know. Alonso drops it on purple. Hajar up into 5th. Early doors, and this track will evolve, chat. This track will evolve almost proportional to the rate at which you'd expect the tyres to drop off. Same direction at least, anyway. It will be an evolution of a session. Ergo, you might want to argue. I mean, what's the likelihood of us getting a safety car around there? I remember at Saudi, I think there's sufficient runoff areas, isn't there, to where safety car risk. The only reason why I say that is because if there were a higher safety car risk, common sense in F1 not being too common, you want to get a cheeky banker lap in, eh? It's Saudi where there's always a safety car within the first 10 laps. Oh, it says big risk. So odds on for safety car around there, meaning therefore you might want to get a banker lap in, right? Right, here we go. 128. Who have you guys got? Let me see. 186 votes. Do me a favour and smash the like. 50% of you say Oscar. I feel like we've been here before, chat. I feel like everybody needs to chill out with the Oscar. Don't let the ice cool exterior. He's fast as fudge, but is he faster than Lando yet? I don't know, chat. 22% of you have Lando and Norris. And again, if we check the odds, I know that Lando is... we checked them before, didn't we? Lando, as a percentage of 100, Lando wins or puts it on pole 44%. Cheeky Max Verstappen lap. All eyes on the sectors, eh? Lots of purple microsectors from Max Verstappen. Of course he's purple. He's one of the first to set a laps. Donate that. Donate that from the one they call Max Verstappen. Oof. Oof. Lock up and wide from Max. Oh no. Banker lap not there for Max Verstappen. Not this time round at least. Oh, the humanity, chat. What are we doing? What are we doing here? Yuki Tsunoda-san currently has the whip hand on a 132.096. Max Verstappen's lap time will get deleted per Crofty. And he currently sits in 6th, so he's going to need to go again. He's Max. No banker laps. That's a set of tyres wasted potentially. Soft compound ones rolling him back in. Going again. Look at the urgency in that Red Bull garage. It's not like they watch your boy Cameron CC stream talking about safety cars, odds on the probabilities of safety car during the race. Therefore, if you extrapolate that out to qualifying, there's something really wrong with the car. Max Verstappen says, oh no. Oh no. Not good from Max. Red Bull fans in the stands heading hands. This doesn't bode well. With T minus 10 minutes and 10 seconds left on the docket, Jack Doohan currently has the whip hand on a 131.9. Sonoda shortly thereafter on a 132 flat. Sainz, Gasly, Alonso, Lawson, Behrman, Hadjar, Hulkenberg complete your top 10. Although Albon's just made a mug of me. What's gone on there with that timing sheet, eh? Currently your drop zone. Ocon not having set a lap. So too, Kimi Antonelli, George Russell, Sonoda, Bortoletto. They need to not leave. Mercedes always do this. They always leave it late and always come a cropper because of a cheeky safety car or bloody red flag circumstance or yellow flag circumstance late on in a session. Why would they do this? Leave it in a lap of the gods. What for? Makes no sense. Control what's within your control, Mercedes. When Lewis was driving for them, this used to frustrate the hell out of me. Lewis Hamilton, by the way, up to second on a 31.9. Although, Charles about to nail this. Look at Charles. Charles goes top. Oof. Charles absolutely nailed the sector 1. Microsectors all over the shop. 28.9. Sector 3, 22.8. Purple also. Lando Norris is on a hot one, chat. So too, Oscar Piastri goes green, sector 1, sector 2. Lando Norris goes green and then purple. Oof, Oscar Piastri, 31.3. Where's the pace gone though? Not 1.4 up the road anymore, which I don't hate anymore, chat. Less than a tenth. Although there's an Oscar, there's a Lando Norris. Chat, what did I tell you about Lando? Doesn't lack for pace. 31.1 provisional pole, if indeed there is such a thing. In Q1, 3.5 tenths down the road from Charles Leclerc. Lando Norris has come alive, chat. He's come alive as a Lando. That looks a lot like Lando 2.0, fast as fudge. Oof. 526, if you watch it, could go and do me a favour and smash the like, por favor. You like poking at Lou Hive, don't you? Oh, yes. George goes 0.8. Not good enough, George. Go on then in your drop zone. All I should be on a drop zone, right? Q3, Q1 even only exists so that these drivers can get into Q2. Norris is the worst pole converter in F1 history. SDW, imagine. I don't disagree. He might be up there. But there's been other people for a while. Lewis struggled for a couple. There was a year at Mercedes, if I recall, the Lewis just couldn't get a start. Maybe 2016 when Nico beat him. Just couldn't convert a start. Mark Webber wasn't good as well. I remember there was a time when Webber, 2010 to 2013, Webber was super quick, but then he just couldn't get a start. He was same with Lando. I don't know. It's tough, this. Yuki got to beat Liam 100%. Go on then, in your drop zone. Sonoda-san, Ocon, Maximilian Verstappen, foursome says soon to be 5-time champion. Hulkenberg and Bortoletto. Usual suspects, apart from RBR looking good. Well, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Ocon up to 9th. Oh my God, RBR not looking good, Ollie, at all. All right, Lando currently has the whip hand still, 31.1. Banker lap done. And again, he can get his feet upright with T-minus 6 minutes and 30 seconds left on the docket. Oh, the humanity. Lando leads from Piastri, Charles Leclerc, Kimi Antonelli, Alonso, Doohan, George Russell in 7th, Hamilton, Ocon, Hulkenberg. I feel like we've got a qualifying session, chat. I feel like we've got a quali session on our hands, you know. I'm going to guess. Why didn't Sonoda? There we go. UFC fighter. Cyril Garn in the house. That chap was meant to be the chosen one, and then all of a sudden, John Bones Jones got his hands on him, didn't he? I think both Red Bulls will go out now. I mean, well, look where they are. They've got one shot now. It's not ideal. Exactly what I've accused Mercedes of. I've got to leverage the same logistical iniquity criticism. At Red Bull. Modern day Jean. Oh, up there in 3rd. Go on then, your runners and riders. Red Bull won't turn. Madness, I know. Understeer settings. Oh, my head. I'm worried, chat. Neil, does Doohan have a really nice driving style? He reminds me, as I look at his onboard, he reminds me of Fernando Alonso in his heyday. Rough, rugged. Maybe that's me being a numpty, I don't know. Mercedes not doing that well first run. I know this struggle, but then you wouldn't expect Mercedes to do. Remember that Mercedes for the past 4 years, as near as makes no difference. If there's been one common denominator across the years as far as its handling dynamic, is that cold temperatures flatter to deceive, make it look like a better car than it is. And one thing that Bahrain is not is cold, chat. It's not cold. It's warm. Hence, the central tenet of a quick lap time around here will be managing for the rate at which your tyres degrade, will it not? It's going to get techie. My legs are shivering too much. I mean, come after hour, come after Mane. Rosberg beat Lewis because Lewis had more DNFs, reliability issues. That was the problem. Am I stuttery, chat? Let me. I'm watching myself here, and I feel like I'm stuttering. Oh, have we solved the mystery of the 5/10 between Lewis? Where am I slow? Hamilton and his teeth. Bloody Nora. 635 of you watching concurrently. Do me a favour and smash the like. Red Bull is cooking. Mark my words, says Daniel. T-minus 3 minutes. I mean, I'm to an extent here, chat. You're in a lap of the gods. You know what I mean? It only takes one yellow flag, one off, and all the laps are ruined. You don't want to be T-minus 3 minutes. You don't want to be T-minus and 3 minutes to go in Q1 and you haven't got a lap set. That's not ideal. Red flag, behave yourself. Don't tell lies. Hey, it could happen. I mean, if you invested in a competitive Bahrain Grand Prix, then I think we all want to be fingers and legs and toes crossed for a Max Verstappen through to Q3 at least. You know what I mean? Apologies, chat. Chaos. Right. T-minus 1 minute 30 left on the docket Q1. Let's go. Go on then. All eyes on this Max Verstappen lap, eh? Ollie Behrman, P13. Probably not enough from the rookie, eh? After that brilliant showing of the past couple of races, he's not been bad, eh? All eyes on Max Verstappen's lap. That's all that I care about at this juncture. Where's his lap? Come on. He's at Hajar up to 5th. Look at that. No pressure. Kimi Antonelli up to 3rd. What are we doing here? Unbelievable settings. Lewis on a that sector 1 from Lewis, not bad, eh? 28.9 purple settings. Maybe that floor is working after all. Maybe. Gasly up to top 5. So in your drop zone, still bloody Nora. Go on then, Max Verstappen. Yeah, that's all that you need to do, Max. Just get a lap in, chap. You don't. This doesn't. Oh, did Max just go wide? Is that a lap infringement? Max Verstappen quickest. Did I see, chat, did you see a Max Verstappen infringement there? It was close. I think they might turn a blind eye. Do you know what I mean? We need somebody to keep those McLarens honest, lest everybody wish to have nobody watch the Bahrain Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton goes purple sectors. Hamilton goes up into second, 28.9. I don't hate that. And again, 28.9 first sector, sorry. 31.2 is the time. 10th for drift. How's Max getting on? Max Verstappen, green mini sectors all over the shop. Only third though. Banker lap from Max, I think. 131.3. What about Yuki? All eyes on Yuki Tsunoda, right? See how that chap can do. Purple microsectors, but lots of yellow. Up into 11th only. So in your drop zone still, Albon, Behrman, Stroll, Bartoletto, and Liam Lawson. Oof. Oof. Alex Albon up into 14th only. Carlos Sainz, let's go. Let's go, Carlos Sainz. Mean reversion settings. Esteban Ocon up into 12th. Currently drop zone. Behrman, Stroll, Bortoletto, Lawson, Alex Albon. Oh, the humanity. That's Albon done. Gonzo. Is Lawson still going round? Let's have a gander. I think that's it, chat. Lawson going round, but yellow sectors. So, out in Q1. Albon, for once, you see Carlos Sainz. He told you, give him a couple of races and you'll find out about my pace. Lawson out. Bartoletto. Bartoletto out. Lance Stroll out. Behrman out. Oof. Who's that in second, chat? Is that a man called Sir Lewis Carl? Not a bad lap. 131.2. Only 1/10 for drift. Where's Charles Leclerc? 0.3 adrift. Listen, I want to see, or 0.2 adrift even. I want to see if he can sustain that into bloody Q3. The paid sessions. The ones that matter. Let's go. Lewis Pole. Hassan, can you imagine? Bloody Nora, mate. No, that would be chaos. Kick a chaos of the unbridled variety. Albon, I'm sorry, but I think he was going to say, I don't really understand where I lost the time, which is not a bad, he stopped himself and he's right to stop himself. Never a good sign when you've got a driver in the car saying that they don't understand where the time has been lost. Doesn't bode well that. Get Lawson out of F1. Oof, Tevin. Hamilton cheated, yes. How did Hamilton cheat? I know you say that tongue in cheek. Also know the humanity. I know it's not a good look, is it, from the chap? Not a good look, especially when Isaac Hadjar puts it where? Into 10th. He's lost his confidence, hasn't he, Liam? He's not the P1SS and vinegar has gone out from the young whippersnapper, hungry lion that was Liam Lawson once upon a time. Do you know what I mean? Yellow flag circumstance as we're about to embark upon Q2. I'm here for it, chat. I'm nervous. Crackosaurus, I'm not going to lie. I feel like when we watch it back, I don't know, it was close. That's all that I'll say, Crackosaurus. Read the track limits. That right-hander, Max went bloody close. Smashed it like you're a legend, Foxy. Oh. An absolute legend, in fact, Foxy, to be fair. I mean, not before time, Foxy. Go on then. He's doing more championship material. Bloody Nora 99 XP. I suppose we're going to find out over the next couple of years, but you wouldn't say so at this juncture, eh? But again, it's probably a bit premature, eh? Probably just a tad premature. Right, we're only a couple of minutes away from Q2. Nervous again, chat. I can't even lie. I'm just saying that, I don't know. Feels like it means something. If McLaren, in the hands of Oscar and Nando, go and put like half a second on the rest of the field, can you imagine? Why yellow? So that always happens, retired between sessions, I think. Abdo, I think he, if you're talking Max, I think he cometh the outcome of the Mane. But I think he had some time in hand there, Max. Or maybe not. Liam Lawson just... DRS issue for Liam Lawson. Yeah, it looked like they had a problem with DRS, Michael. That's not good for the chap. He doesn't need that. Do you know what I mean? As if Lawson, the Kiwi, hasn't got enough issues on his plate. I mean, can this chap get a break? Are they looking at... Okay, so they're looking at Haas. This is Behrman, yeah. Corona, you're going to show us the track limits infringement, potentially. You know what I mean? Or are you just going to overlook it? Sky really cheese me off sometimes, you know, chat. What's the point? 90 quid a month for what? For your boy Cameron CC to have more insight than them. You got the Sky pad, Corona, you're not watching. You're not watching your international feed. Isn't it worth us having a look at a potential infringement from the 4 soon to be 5 times? Oh no, just don't worry about it. You know what I mean? Just don't even worry about it. Lewis Wade's kidding me. What was the problem? He didn't press the button. I don't know. They didn't go into specific. They just said that they had an issue with it. Arrow to the knee issue for Lawson. Salvin, sir. What? Oh. Closed halfway down the straight, says Michael. Oh, the human. That's not good. He doesn't need that, does he? It's a shame for Liam. I feel bad. But again, it's pseudo empathy, almost like a faux empathy on my behalf. Because I just was talking all that smack around Yuki Tsunoda, wasn't he? Didn't like that. I did not like that one bit. Right, Q2, T minus 14 minutes on the docket. So the rate at which the track is evolving is a point, right? So you want to be last. You want to be setting your time lastly, if indeed that's a question. Shout out to Ollie. Right, Lawson on the Welby. It doesn't sound like it was his fault, to be fair, but again, I will reserve judgment on the limit. Sky telecast direction is getting steadily worse. It's honestly alpha. It's not cricket. Bear with. I'm just gonna go and blow my nose properly off camera. Coming, Wayne. Promise soon. Stay tuned for the Lewis Hamilton. Oh, and by the way, if we're speaking about merch, be sure to get yourselves some Yuki Tsunoda merchandise. Link Cam's in the Matrix. Foxy, I need to. I've never seen anybody blow their nose in a way that was sexy. You know what I mean? So I had to couldn't do it. Right, we're talking Tsunoda Sam match. David Copperfield settings 1000%, mate. Right, there is a link. If you like yourself some market leading Tsunoda San merch, then Link coming in the description. Boom! Have I not come back yet? Oh yeah, I've come back yet. Why is that still not showing me then? $455 of you watching Kakoni, do me a favour and smash that's like, por favor. Why is that? Uman, Sky in F1, Sky in the UK. Very much depends. I'm going to have a word with my internet provider as well because I don't like the way I'm jittery on the screen. But I digress. Sky Sports in F1 is 35 quid, but there's an additional 30 quid as well. Here we go. Do you see this flag? Yellow flag, Esteban Ocon. He wasn't set a time, everyone. They're lucky. Red flag, there you go. Over humanity. Come on, Esteban, you're better than that chap. You know what I mean? Totaled it. Past you coming at you, big C crash cam. Wheels are gone. Oh my gosh, that's a big crash as well. That's why the odds makers coffee break from the let's go, Nelson. Cheeky coffee break. Don't hate that. Bit juddery sometimes, G. I know, Genie, it's really cheesing me off. Go on, let me have a go. I'm gonna try something here. Haven't seen it back yet to know what caused that incident. Esteban Ocon. Looks like Doing's incident 8. No, not quite. What's he done? Oh, the curb unsettled him. Too much curb unsettled the car, and then he was a bit greedy with the throttle, eh? Esteban Ocon Gonzo with T minus 11 minutes and 11 and 1 second left on the docket. I wish I picked up an Aston Martin when I wrecked. It's true. Very good. 618 of you watching Kakoni, do me a favour and smash the like, por favor, because every millisecond counts. Really does. Right, hopefully. Genie, let me know. Hopefully it should be better now. Hopefully. Rookie mistake, Alpha. I watch KO on Aussie app, which gets its stream from Foxtel, and Foxtel gets its stream from Sky Sports. Can't wait for Netflix to end all this streaming rights nonsense. Can't wait to even watch them. But completely agree, mate. Completely agree. But no, Sky Sports works out about 30 quid. The sports by itself, 30 quid. If you want just F1, it's 20 quid. But then you've got to buy a basic package of 30 quid. And I think another 20 quid for if you want HD TV or whatever. Which works out as a lot, eh? When you put it all together. Circa 90 quid. If you round up, of course. 584 in the chat can currently do me a favour about F1 and Netflix. Can you imagine? You would even to get all my 90 quid back a month. It'd be perfect. Absolutely perfect. But I digress. T minus 11 minutes on the docket. Esteban Ocon has just yeeted it into the barrier. They're clearing the track as we talk. Interesting. Up, Alex Albon. Albon said something happened with the tyres, right? Tyres were too cold. I heard a story about speaking of tyres, George Russell and Mercedes were saying of the Japanese qualifying circumstance, they were saying that what they should have done is taken a leaf out of Max Verstappen's handbook, because Max, to do that God tier lap last race weekend, went hard on his out lap with a view to get some, again, forecast for the fact that the tyres weren't degging at the rate at which they'd originally anticipated. That Max Verstappen hit the out lap really, really hard with a view to get some temps into his tyres. And again, lest we forget that the Japanese Grand Prix around Sector 1 had been resurfaced, right? So you didn't necessarily have to manage for tyre deg over the course of a hot lap or even the race. The Mercedes bods realised after the fact that what they should have done is told George to hit the outlap hard, again, just like Max, with a view to get a lot of temp into their tyres during the qualifying of the Japanese Grand Prix. And George would have gone close, I think. He would have gone well. But again, he didn't have the tyres or temperature in them, at least. He just went 1/10 from the McLarens. Genie, you're a legend, proper legend. Way up, turn 14. Sir Lewis 0.06 faster. We'll take that. We will take that. Let's have a look at another 2 minutes before we restart a session. With nobody having set themselves a lap time, which is interesting now. Imagine if that happens with it, like, you've got to be careful. That's a warning shot fired by the racing gods. Go and get a banker lap in. Do you know what I mean? All of them, all of the remaining 14 in Q2. Got to go out and get a time in, because you have to be in it to win it. Lewis still has fans. How very dare you, yes. How very dare you. It's good what you've done there, yes, but how very dare you. Put some respect on Sir Lewis Hamilton's name. Do you know what I mean? Q2 will resume. See, look, what did we say, chat? I didn't hear the internationally syndicated broadcast talking about this. All of them queued up down the end of the pit lane, ready to get gone. It's going to be the M25 congestion. Schumacher better than Lewis. It's close. I hear why you say that, yes, but it's an argument if we're doing F1 Barbershop to Sky Sports is mad. Britain-based, biased, and so expensive in Britain itself. Like what the hell, even? Well said, Wayne. I know it's a joke. What's Wayne? Yes, lad. When you've won as many championships as Sir Lewis, you know what works and what doesn't. He's not blaming anyone. He's striving for perfection. Don't hate it. Don't hate it. You got to take yes, tongue in cheek. Donald, you're an absolute legend out here gifting memberships. Thank you so much, sir. Welcome, Mark, JJB, Tom, the Bismarck, Bartek, you're a legend. Proper legend, Donald. And what does that get you facility to do? You become a member. First and foremost, thanks for the support. Donald, you're an absolute legend. In the second instance, you'll get a cheeky newsletter on the community tab. Look for it. Decent work sometimes. Then shortly thereafter, get yourself over to the Discord. There is a link on the community tab where we continue the conversation, modes of discourse, F1 Barbershop each and every single time. And also you'll get priority as far as deference in the chat. Full stop. New paragraph. OG Zilla last. Yes, you are delusional. Go on then. T minus 10 minutes on the docket. 10 minutes and 23 seconds to be exact. Nobody's set themselves a lap time. Smash the like. You're a legend, Ricky. Smash the like for Lord Cameron of Cameronshire. I do like that. This is going to be a close one. It's going to be congested. And I wouldn't put it, I mean, is it the least likely outcome? It's a great shot, that, from Sky. Is it the least likely outcome that we get another yellow flag at the very least, if not red flag circumstance? Rematch Camry. Have we got more subscribers than regular viewers? Be proud of the community when you have grown. We're getting there, rematch. We're getting there. We've got a lot more subscribers, but I mean, you can't. People tune in and out for different reasons, right? Some people enjoy the arguments with Nasha. Some people love the conversations on Monday, every single Monday afternoon, British time with Peter D. Windsor. Some people love the lives where we're talking, but do you know what I mean? Like people, there are many different horizontals at Cameron CC. That's the way we're looking to build out the community. And more to come, by the way. Lots more to come. Lots of arguments. Shakedown, Shezam back. Do you know what I mean? Offering different things to different people. And people will tune in and tune out, right? Just the nature of life. No more red flags. Fingers crossed, says Caroline. Benzie, Donald. Oh, thank you so much, Donald. I know Donald's a legend. Proper legend, chap. Thank you for donating. No chaos settings. Go on then, and let's have a gander. Thank you so much, Donald, says JJB. Sonoda-san struggling in Sector 3 again. Look at that. Why is he struggling so much in Sector 3, Sonoda-san? As your boy Carlos Sainz jumps up into, not third, Wayne. God tier Wayne. Wayne with the banter each and every single time. And now 5 memberships gifted. Welcome, chat. And thank you, Wayne, ad infinitum. And not just for the membership, Wayne. Thank you for bringing that the vibe to the chat each and every single time. Why am I so bloody glitchy? In addition to the old receding airline. Can't have both. Do you know what I mean? Only one of those is acceptable. I need to be less glitchy. What's going on with this glitch? T-minus 7 minutes 43 left on the docket. Oh, the humanity. I'm nervous here, chat. I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm a bit nervous. Huh. Okay. T-minus 7 minutes and 15 seconds left on the docket. And I'm not. Why am I so nervous? Heart's beating out my chest, for Pete's sake. No way, you're a gangster. Legend. Proper legend. Purple sectors only, 100%. It's a privilege, Wayne. Let's go, Genki. Turned out. You moved to Japan, Genki. Jeez. Congrats, mate. Very generous, says Jeannie about Wayne. Wayne, you're a legend. Wayne, mate. That Wayne getting all the props out here, gifting memberships. I appreciate you properly. And I appreciate the fact that you guys indulge me with all my F1 ball feathers. Sometimes 502 of you in the chat can currently do me a favour and smash a like. T-minus 6 minutes left on the docket. And we have ourselves Q2. Go on then, everybody's on one now. OJ goes +7 or negative. Goes faster to the tune of 0.77 tenths. Oscar's got the bit between his teeth, hasn't he? Let's keep our eye on this from Oscar here. Top, fastest. Although green and yellow sectors for Sector 3. They're struggling with Sector 3. I think what's going on here, chat, if I speak broadly, Leclerc, oh no, something's happened to Max. Leclerc goes up to third. And then he goes purple. Right, so, okay, here's what's going on, chat. If I'm predicting and I'm putting my investigative Inspector Morse cap on, I think the tyres are going off. It's different to Japan, this. I don't think you can push hard on soft compound tyres 100% of the lap. I think towards the end, Sector 3, the last couple of turns, I think you're going to experience some difficulty. And I think if I'm a betting man, looking at Max Verstappen's microsectors, I think that's what's happened to Max. Because he was pushing, he was God tier, and then he was green, 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 purple, green, green, green. And then the last 2 microsectors, he's gone yellow and blue. So again, Max finds himself in a similar predicament to what he did in Q1 in that, going into the final, the dying embers of Q2, 4 minutes and 40 seconds left on the docket. Max Verstappen doesn't even have a lap to speak of, no banker lap, no nothing, currently in the drop zone. Max Verstappen, Isaac Hadjar, Esteban Ocon, Fernando Alonso, Tsunoda Santu. Isaac Hadjar struggling as well, look at that. Look at the McLaren sitting pretty. They're building themselves a weekend, are they? These McLaren bods. The papaya coloured team. Not very many mistakes just yet. I have no idea what blue is. I have no idea what a blue sector means. Not very fast, I would imagine. Hadjard, he's tough. He matched the wordplay. Very apropos there. Yeah, the soft tyres are going to take a beating over the course of a lap, Tony. Not going to make it. They're going to need to manage in these. Even at these temperatures that are dropping. By the way, wind temperature 9 kilometers per hour coming in from the north-ish. 30.9 degrees Celsius is your track. Ambient temperatures 26.2. Humidity is 57. Couldn't be more different from Japan, eh? Antonelli, look at Antonelli taking it to George Russell, eh? Quicker around some of the lap. Oh. Right, let's have a gander. I know Jack's 6th currently. I think there's a lot of racing to be done before the end of Q2 though. Give me on to one. Two minutes left on the docket. Oh, the humanity. I'm nervous, chat. Where is it's mad, isn't it? Wulong. I don't like. It's not the ideal way to do. Listen, it can be done, but that doesn't mean it's to be done. Wait, whoever polls third behind McLaren lads will win. I know. I get you, because the McLaren lads might fudge it, eh? Oh my god, I don't like his chat. I don't. The pressure's too much. We need somebody to keep the McLarens honest. And I think that somebody has a name, and his name is Max Verstappen. Camera, do you think Lewis would be in that? Oh my gosh, do we even want to do that? Have that conversation? Who knows, hey? They built a car now. Maybe Lewis would be more comfortable. George Russell goes third. Maybe Lewis now with that car would be more comfortable than he was over the past few years, eh? Hamilton goes 5th. Where's Max? Oh, Max is going purple all over the shop. Microsectors. Go on then, Max. Max goes green, sector 2, 39.0. Okay, so it'll be quicker. It looks like Max should be quicker. It should be quick enough. Gasly, look at that. Bloody Nora. So go on, the Max just needs to put together a sector 3 to be up circa 3rd or 4th. Oh my gosh, only 7th from Max. Jeez, what's he done there? Bad sector 3 from Max. What did we say about sector 3, chat? Struggling. Struggling is what that RB21. Yeah, struggling to keep the tyres in the operating window towards the end of the sector 3. Max will be on the brink. Look at that. Oh, because it's only top 10. Look. Oh, my God. Go on, then. Oh, wow. Jack Doohan going for it. Let's have a look. So Doohan and Hajar and Tsunoda-san. Doohan goes up into 11th. Demotes Hajar. Look at that. So Alonso currently in the drop zone. So Ocon's gone, of course. Alonso, Hulkenberg, Hajar, and Doohan. Wow, Leclerc goes up into 6th. What's going on with Lewis now? 3/10, chap. 3/10 is the difference between Lewis and Schaffer. Crying out loud. Wait. Help me, chap. 3/10. 2 to 3/10 every bloody time. Go on then. Your top 10 for Q3 are as follows. OJ Piastri. They look like they got time in hand here. OJ Piastri on 30.4. 30.5 Lando Norris. Gasly, Russell, Antonelli in 3rd, 4th and 5th respectively. Leclerc, Sainz, Hamilton, Max in 9th on a 30.0, and Tsunoda completes your top 10. Bravo, Yuki. I don't hate that from Tsunoda-san. That Red Bull going to be get out qualified by bloody Nora. Lewis is finished. Oh. Painful. Yuki into Q3. OGZ, I don't hate it. That shuts everybody up who says that the Red Bull is second fastest car. I know it's not good around here, is it, Safak? Let's be honest. Good game, Yuki, Doohan and Gasly. Red Bull scrapes into Q3. Fudge. Go on then, let's have a look. So Max has 2/10 on Yuki. Is that true and fair? Is that set fair? I think Max, if he gets his lap in. Oh, I don't know, chat. I don't know what's going on. I'm stressed. I don't know what's going on here. 66 of you watching currently. Oh. Apologies, Zoomanch. I'm all over the shop. I've just lost my connection on my laptop, the bloody things. It's just a chaos stream, this. I apologise. Oh, dear. There is 870 of you in the chat concurrently, and I'm grateful ad infinitum in extremis for each and every single one of you. We're about to get ourselves a Q3 shooter, but I feel, sadly, a sense of foreboding that I didn't feel at the Japanese Grand Prix last race weekend. I feel like this is, do you know what I mean? This is all done bar the offing, bar the shouting, bar the overweight lady singing. I feel like this is McLaren's to lose, genuinely, in a different way to whatever we saw last race weekend. This feels like this is McLaren territory. And I mean, it's apropos, right? It is very apropos that at Bahrain, the team that are majority owned by the Bahraini sovereign wealth fund are coming to get what they've never got, being 25 points at the Bahrain Grand Prix. I don't know. It feels like no, Ollie, do you know what I mean? Like, I've got to defer to you guys. My name is above the door here, but you're the guys who built the community each and every single time. Scary Foxy. Palpitation settings. He what says. Oh, smash the like. Foxy, you're a legend. Hope your cold gets better, Gamp. Genie, you're a legend. Fresh pressed garlic. Butter on toast is a good antibiotic. I'm gonna get some garlic. I think we've got some garlic, does it? Oh no, Matt's struggling with the understeer. Look at Karun breaking it down. Understeer, what's going on? I thought Max had gotten rid of the oversteer. Oh yeah, understeer even. So look at that understeer around every single turn. What the heck? Take. No, Karun Chandak's showing us the salient bits and bobs from a Mexican. No, it's not good. That car is understeery. This whole chat is washed, says JP. But yeah, and still JP, here you are, chap. It's got to be doing something for you a little bit. There must be some redeeming feature, sir. Otherwise, I would argue that you wouldn't be here, JP. Do you know what I mean? Oh dear. I thought Max was Wonder Bread. Oh, Selvin bathing in the tears of Max Verstappen fans all around the world. Selvin, you won't be laughing tomorrow when McLaren's run down the road to the tune of 30 seconds. Do you know what I mean? And we don't have a race and they start calling papaya rules at the end of the first lap. You won't be laughing then. None of us will, because sadly, that's not gonna work. Look here. DCO claps back. Let's focus on your midfield hero. It's chaos. Can't we just be friends? I have a dream one day that Max Verstappen fans and Lewis Hamilton fans will be able to play with each other, that they'll be judged on the content of their character and not on the partisanship, the fan base, the broad church at which they worship. 817 if you're watching Kokoni, do me a favour, smash like. Let's go, Sir George Russell, King George Russell of King's Lynn Norfolk, JP the genius. Oh my gosh. Enunciation apparently is not my forte. As we head into Q3, I'm here for it though, chat. I'm here for it. I need come on, Max. I just did something, split them. Something. I don't want to see McLaren 1 and 2 because that is a snooze fest. Pause. You like that, Wade? You understand. You understand the reference. Take my name out your mouth. I can't remember that one for. Your girl is in me DMs. Your girl is in me DMs. Your wife is your husband. I can't even do the accent. You smash the bomb like the ladder. You're a legend. Smash the like button, please. 585 of you in the chat concurrently. Qualifying's been a bit techier. I think Q3 could pop off though, I'll be honest with you. It could pop off. It could get a bit techier than techie things. Maxipad fudging dude. Come on, Max. Come on. Do something, chap. Come of the hour, come of the man. But he doesn't like he's got the car, I'll tell you that much. That car is not great. Lando and bloody Oscar saying that all this advantage, the papaya coloured advantage, is nothing, it's a myth. Me scratching my head from stress. I love Oscar, Max, Lando in that order. Oscar, Max. I'll tell you what I like. I like Lando when he's qualified ahead of Max. Because I want to see whether Lando 2.0 can turn up again. Go on then, Lewis. You're going to hold up Charles anymore. Hopefully the race will reach one. We'll get there, JP, in the end. You know what I mean? We will overcome. Your wife is in my DMs. Let's go, F1 boy. Wow. Several drivers having to go out and use soft compound tyres. Not good. 287, do me a favour and smash a like. Please, please, please. 579 of you in the chat. Ads are killing me, Cam. I hope you were getting... Really, you're getting a lot of ads, Branka. I'm going to go and sort that out between now and tomorrow. It's not good enough. I don't want it to be too much ads, because that would cheese me off as well. Two 1-6 Max struggling. He's struggling, isn't he? He really is struggling, Max. Fudge cake. Sonoda goes purple sector. Look at that. Go on then, let's have a look at the timing sheets. With no lap set, of course. 29.2, 39.4 from Sonoda-san. How is Yuki quicker than Max? What? Sonoda-san goes purple. 31.637. So, Max won't even be as quick as that. What's going on? Oh no, do you see this chat? Sonoda-san goes quicker than Max Verstappen. Oh no. The Max haters will be out in force tonight. Stay indoors, chat. Stay indoors. Max is going to have to go and fix for that. Again, look at the diff. Oh no, Max flopped that lap. Look at that. There's no way that Sonoda-san is 4/10 quicker than Max. But they will be rejoicing. Antonelli goes quickest on a 31.494. Washed, says Selvin. Oh no. Yeah, well, I agree with you, Surf Sauce. YouTube Premium is a different gravy for me. Russell goes 28.8. Russell about to top your timing sheets, methinks. Brakes are terrible. Can't brake, says Max. Oh no. 7 minutes left on the docket. 30.4 from Antonelli. Excuse me. 31.494 from Antonelli. George Russell goes 30.3. That's market leading from George. Look at that. To the tune of 1 second. Oh, the humanity. Go on, and here we go. Here are the McLarens about to get their claws out here. Piastri goes purple sector 2. Norris goes purple sector 1. Are they going to do this again? Why are we not seeing purples across sectors from the McLarens? The Charles goes quicker. Oof. 30.2 from Piastri. That's provisional pole. What can Lando do? I estimate Lando goes third. Oh, the humanity. George is the one keeping people honest. Lando Norris goes 130.4. 2/10 adrift of his teammate. Oh, the humanity. Do you hear the tone from Crofty there? No, he can't. They're expecting Lando to go and do something here. Max saying he has no brakes. I know he's going to have to go and do something. Cameron's about to go scorched off. Oh, no. It's going to get techie. Go on then, Max. Get yourself in, mate, and sort out your brakes and come back again. Come after hour sometimes. 800 of you watching Kokori Dimmy for. Oh, my gosh. Max is all over the place, quite literally. Wow. Go on then. In the dying embers of Q3, paid session, make it count. You did call George Rulog. You did say George. Oscar's had his Weetabix today, hasn't he? Delaney. You did say. You did say, to be fair to you. Lando's too busy carrying Max's bags. Oh dear. Right, let's go. 1 second could go. I tell you what, I don't hate the gap between Charles and Lewis. That's progress. Not that I expect Charles to beat Lewis every single time, but that Lewis is within the usual or less than the usual 2 to 3 tenths. I'll take that. If those boys end up there, and much less quicker than Max. Max is drop dead last. Oh, the humanity. What is going on here? You can hear the Max Verstappen naysayers already. Oh no, what's going on? He needs the quickest car. We won't do anything. Ball feathers. You saw last race. You understand. You know what time it is. Let's not be silly. You know what? You can tell the Red Bull is not a new car. The nose. New never designs a car without a fat nose. Always got to be narrow. That's true. I don't know whether that's aesthetic or function though. Oh my gosh, what's going on? Oh, the humanity. 920 if you're watching Kakone, do me a favour and smash the like. We are T-minus 4 minutes and 8 seconds away from the end of Q3. Your runners and riders, for the avoidance of doubt. OJ Piastri on a 30.2 currently has the whip hand to the tune of 1.5 seconds from George Russell. What's going on here? Oh, look, Lewis just got the... Oh my gosh. It couldn't get worse. Lewis just got his lap time struck off. Go on then, your runners and riders. Dying embers of Q3. Piastri on a 30.2. Russell on a 30.4. Norris on a 30.4. Leclerc 31.4. So it looks like, look at that. So it looks like it's McLaren and Mercedes in the hands of George at the very least. And then the rest... It's like a 2-tier championship. Mention their names, 2021. How are those? But I tell you what's significant. That McLaren, we had that cold temperature conversation, right? 31.0 degrees Celsius and 26.5 degrees Celsius are not cooler climes. Something has changed, therefore, for that Mercedes car in the hands of King George Russell of Kingsley, Norfolk. That is differente. Lewis Hamilton, yeah, lap time did. I just saw. I mean, as if I need to be sadder. I mean, it didn't look right, did it? He was like within less than 2 tenths. I did say. All right, head scratching time finish. Got enough wins already, as Lewis says. Solve it. 746 if you're watching concurrently, do me a favour and smash the like as your boy's out here losing his mind. Look at me stressing out. Who'd watch F1? Get a cheeky look at the track infringements. Giovanni, you're an absolute legend. Was that checker? Barely, Lewis. Barely checking for. He's hoping Prancing Horse boys have been down to Home Depot and managed to procure a thicker plank. I think what they've done is they've brought an upgraded floor which allows them to run the car lower without running the risk of excessive plank wear. I think that's what's happened. They bought another couple of bits. T-minus 1 minute, 50 seconds left on the docket, and I'm stressed, chat. Fudge. Cam, imagine Max went, oh my gosh, I've done no chance. Not this time. I think this time is, yeah, it's different. The audacity to delete times after Max got through on the slide. It looked close, Matt. It looked close. Paisley, I'm not going to lie. It did look close. I would like to see it again. No se puede controlar, says Ollie Studio. Ugh, this is chaos. One cannot control it. All right, T-minus 1 minute, 1 minute and 11 seconds remaining. It is the shootout, and it's one lap quali. Come after man, come after hour. Let's see who's got it. 832 of you in the chat concurrently. Do me a favour and smash the like. Every little bit helps. Why does my head hurt? Yeah, Russell's not coming to play, is he? 28.7 purple first sector from George. Oh gosh, it makes it worse now that Mercedes are fast and Ferrari are struggling. 28.7, 28.9 sector 1 from Lewis. 28.8 sector 1 from Antonelli. Oh my gosh. That is chaos. Oh. George is rapid in that Mercedes, eh? What perturbs me is that Antonelli goes quicker than Sir Lewis in sector 1. So too Charles Leclerc. Well, it's going to be another 2 tenths, isn't it? Charles Leclerc versus Lewis. When all's said and done. Where is Max Verstappen? There's only 10 seconds remaining. Is Max even going to make it over the line here? Just barely. Top. Wow. 130.2 Kimi Antonelli in that Mercedes, which all of a sudden is a rocket ship. 28.8 from Max Verstappen. That's not going to be quick enough, is it? He's 1/10 of drift of George Russell's already in. Gasly goes purple sector 2. Lewis Hamilton up to 5th. Let's go. I'll take that. Oh my gosh. George Russell on provisional pole. Mercedes front row lockout. I doubt it somehow. Charles Leclerc goes 30.175. Second front row settings. All eyes on this lap from 38.855. Oh my gosh. What are McLaren doing? McLaren just making mistakes at the critical times. What have we did? Again, although there's an Oscar Piastri. 28.7 and 38.5. Oh my gosh. Oscar Piastri has the whip hand, chat. 38.6. Verstappen only up to 7th, chat. Oh my gosh. What is going on a 30.4? Quicker than Lewis still. And Lewis has done. Yellow sector from Lewis. All eyes on Oscar Piastri. Sector 3. Destroys it. 29.8. Wow. Come after hour, come after man. 1.5 tenths he puts on George Russell's head. Lando Norris stays 6th though, chat. What are we doing? Oh my gosh. What are we doing? Oscar Piastri for the win. Lando Norris in 6th. It's all that talk, I'm telling you, chat. I don't believe in it. All that talk from Lando. What for? But look at that. Down in 7th is where Max Verstappen is. Just behind Lando and Norris. Go on then, you runners and riders, chat. That is chaos. I don't even know what to say about that. AJ Piastri, 29.8. He has pole. George Russell starts behind him. King George Russell. Alain Prost settings. Points accumulator settings. Charles Leclerc, 130.1. 0.6 down the road. Or 0.5 even down the road. Mate, from Sir Lewis. Go on then, runners and riders. Piastri will start in pole. George Russell has it to Charles Leclerc. Then you've got Antonelli. Bloody Nora. Antonelli half a second down the road from. What's going on, chat? I can't even do it. Gasly, Lando Norris, Verstappen, 130.4, only 7th. What's the delta? I mean, look at the gap to Tsunoda though. Oh my gosh. Max said P7. He did say P7. Look at that. But it's a surprise that Gasly's beating him. Sainz in 8th. Oh, the humanity, chat. What are we doing here, eh? Mixed up grid. All over the shop. Lando Norris 1.0 is rocked up again, eh? Keeps making mistakes. Talking, saying things. Making promises with his mouth that his ass cannot cash. It's not good from Lando, this. It's not good. There was a man who outperformed, who come after man, come after hour. There is one man who nailed it this session. He has a name, and his name is Oscar Piastri. You guys are legends. I will see you 30 minutes before the race. Prompt, punctual, as always, between now and next time. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. You guys are legends, one and all. Moderators extraordinaire, elated peddlers. Go and get yourself some Tsunoda Sam merch, and I will see you tomorrow, 30 minutes before lights out. Have a fantastic Saturday. Between now and next time, remember to look but never stare.